Hello everyone, I am Dr.Satyajee from Galgotia Universities. In this International Aptitude in Environment and Sustainability, I would like to present my subjects Green Computing as Solutions for Energy Efficient and Environmental Sound Practices. Before that, I would like to introduce my previous videos that I already shared. Uh, the first one, week 1 videos, where we introduced the concepts of green banking. This is the byproduct of green computing and why we need green banking, impacts of green banking. In the second videos, we considered about the green computing norms that are to be discussed. Mm, and here in this videos, we would like to student will learn through this videos aware energy efficient and matrices, aware environmental sound practices, possible solutions to save environments and health. Energy efficient practices. First, we consider the growing awareness of IT impact on the environment. ISO 14020 standard dealing with different aspects of environment, label and declaration. Carbon emissions are proportional to the energy uses that it is said. In 2007, there were approximately 44 million servers worldwide consuming 0.5% of all electricity. Data centers in the server dense. US use more than 1% of all electricity that is an estimate says in 2007. Energy efficiency, there is the carbon footprint where they collectively annual carbon emissions of 80 metric megatons of CO2 are approaching the carbon footprint of the Netherlands and Argentina. Carbon emissions from operations are expected to grow at more than 11% per year to 340 metric megatons by 2020. In addition, the carbon footprint of manufacturing the IT product is largely uncounted for by IT organizations uh, that are to be satisfied the forest at 2008. Energy efficiency practices CO2 emissions. What they have say about these virtualizations. According to IDC research quoted by VMware on the green computing sites, the lack of server consolidation use virtualization cost American business more than $140 billion with more than 20 million servers producing more than 80 million tons of CO2 per year. VMware IDC claim these figures represent more than CO2 emissions than the country of Thailand and more than half of all the countries in South America. This, these are the list where we show the comparison between the electricity uses, cost of a desktop and laptop based on this UCSU environmental centers. Here we find the scenario is that worst case 24 hours per day uses 365 days per year by these are the parameters. When these scenarios, desktop PC uses 150 watts of hours, which is calculated to the 8760 per hours, and the total cost is $197.10 total cost for 1 year of use. Whereas in the cases of laptop, it converted to $45.99 because it required 35 watts per hour. Now the second scenario, 24 hours per day users when we use turned off during the weekends, then we find this it consumes 150 hours, that is equivalent to 6264 hours. And when we calculated this cost will be $140.94 total cost for 1 year of use. Whereas when we use the laptop PC with 35 watts, now the calculation remains the same, and the multiply by 0.1.5, we understand that it will consume $32.89 total cost for 1 year's use. If we use third scenario, 8 hour per days uses turned off when not in use, then the cost will be $46.80 total cost for 1 year of use. And in the same cases, when we use for this is $10.92 total cost for 1 year of use. Therefore, these are the parameters which are the cost for the laptops, comparison between the electric uses between the desktops and laptops. These are the standards that play a central role in modern information technology. Standards that address issues relating to the green practices or sustainability are relatively recent, and number of standards are in place of under developed guide to green decision making. Standard ISO 14020 environmental level and declarations, and here we considered EPA, Energy Star, EPSET, ROH, WEEE, all are the standards that are to be considered. These are the list of energy impact matrices where we put a calculations. Some formulas are to be introduced for calculating data transfer throughput matrices, means for calculating data transfer MB move per second by watt. For CPU uses we use CPU by allocated CPU. In the same cases when we use for the memory uses, Memory uses formulas is equal to use memory by allocated memory. For the storage uses, we use disk space divided by allocated disk space. Possible solutions to save environment and health: use more energy efficient equipment and recycle components. The average home has roughly 2 TVs, a VCR, a DVD player, and 3 telephones. If these items were replaced with Energy Star model, it would save over 25 million pounds of greenhouse emission, the equivalent to take 3 million cars off the road. Use of more efficient data centers in a room-oriented architectures. The computer room air conditions unit crack are associated with the entire room and operate together with the address to the heat issue in the data center. This depends heavily on the constraint of the room shape, and change in the equipment of organization affect the cooling performance. Possible solution to save environment and health. Another factor is use green software. According to the Ryan Martins in the article's title, the greening is the software industry. Historically, the industry creates major new version of software to try and drive license revenues that force customer to upgrade. As a result, our industry become a direct accompaniment to create 2 million tons of e-waste, discarded computers and monitors yearly in the United States, a waste stream that transfer hundreds of toxic chemicals into our environment. Thank you.